Hello, and welcome to Witch Moon Magic. My name is Lisa. Today I'm going to do a reading for Taurus for February. I like to begin though with a blessing, a little clearing of the space. So I'm going to invite the God and Goddess to be with us today. Bring your information, your clarity, your wisdom and strength to this reading. May you be with us today and throughout the month of February. Blessed be. Put that aside and get the cards shuffled. So we're going to do a reading for Taurus for February. What's going on for Taurus this month in February? Let's see what kind of messages we can get for Taurus in February. Okay, I'm going to do a traditional Celtic cross layout. I'll lay the cards out first and then we'll go through them together. So there's that. Seeing some wands and swords, one major arcana so far. A pentacle, another wand. I'm going to try to get these all in the shot. Alrighty. Get these lined up a little bit better. Okay, so we'll begin. The first card here at the first position is the self or the question. So you've got the Queen of Wands. That is all about fire and creativity and passion. Wands represent the element fire, and like I said, spirituality and confidence and creativity, all that fiery, inspirational energy. And the Queen of Wands is able to balance that fiery, passionate energy with her more feminine and receptive energies. So, what I'm seeing right now is that you're really in touch with that feminine, that nurturing side of yourself, and being able to embrace that and bring forward that creativity and that passion you have as well. Now, the cross card that we turned up was another wand, the Five of Wands. Now, I'll put it up to the camera. And fives are I'm looking around at the same time, so excuse me if I get a little distracted. Fives are kind of a chaotic number. They bring chaotic, disruptive energy to a situation. And the Five of Wands the picture here depicts a group of women, of witches who are standing around a bubbling cauldron and arguing amongst each other. They are not listening to each other. There's some kind of group activity or group situation that's happening, but you're not listening to each other. No one is being heard, and they're just bickering back and forth at the expense of the project itself, whatever it is, because you can see here that the cauldron is bubbling over. I'm trying to get it out of the light. The cauldron is bubbling over, which means they're not paying attention. They're so wrapped up in their argument and trying to get the better of one another that they're not productive. They're not getting anything done. So there's some kind of disruptive, chaotic energy coming in right now in this month. So at the top here, we've got another wand, the Seven of Wands. And this is the position of the conscious mind, what you're aware of right now. And it's also I see it as like a rainbow or an arc of some kind that kind of comes down and infiltrates or uh, affects all aspects of this reading, of this situation. And so we've got this witch at the top, and she is defending herself against aggressors or people that don't understand her, and she's taking the honorable step. She's standing up for her rights, standing up for her beliefs at the maybe the cost of friendships or people that she thought she knew. Like in this card here, the Five of Wands. There's some kind of challenge going on right now, and it's about creativity. It's about um, spirituality. It's about important ideas and uh, creative the creative force that you have. You're having to stand up for those rights right now. And at the bottom card here is a cup, the Ten of Cups. Cups are about the element water, about unconditional love, deep emotions, deep feeling, getting in touch with all those deep feelings we have and connections to each other. In this position, it's the root of the situation or the unconscious mind as well. It's something that's going on in the background, something that's kind of bubbling up from below. As you have this energy from the top card coming down, this one bubbles up from below and brings that kind of unconditional love and understanding. It's cups are about understanding each other on a deep level, and the Ten of Cups is like the happily ever after card. You are connected with your family. You've got all the cups here, which is emotional abundance. The river here next to them represents the free flowing emotions and being in touch with your emotional integrity. So the situation is based on this unconditional love that you have in your heart of hearts, in the deep recesses of your soul. This is what is coming out into the world, and it's kind of meeting this other aggressive energy from the Seven of Wands coming down. So there's going to be conflict. You know, these energies come together and they clash to a certain extent, but it's all about seeing things from a different perspective that gets you through that. And we'll get to that card in a sec. Um, this card here represents what you're just coming out of, and it's the Eight of Swords. Uh, I'll pick the card up and see if you can see it. And in the picture, she's bound and has a blindfold and is surrounded almost by swords, and it's a card of despair and of worry. Um, Swords are all about the element air and our thought process, our ideas, how we communicate with other people, and it's also about hope. There's a if I don't know if you can see it, but right at the very top of this sword is a little bird, and birds represent free flowing ideas and hope and that there is light at the end of this despair. In this picture, she is, you know, she feels that she's tied and she can't see where she's going. She's surrounded by those swords, but she's not actually. She can stand up and walk right out of there. Um, so it's all self-created. This worry and this anxiety that you're having, that you're coming out of, is all self-created. And in order to shift that, you need to see things from a different perspective, and that's what the hangman is about. I'll show that one. He's upside down hanging from a tree, and so he's seeing things differently than he would normally. It's also about surrender, about being at one with yourself, at this confidence and trust in the universe that you will be taken care of. And a lot like this Eight of Swords, where she can actually get out of the situation, she can actually stand up and walk away. He's bound by a chain up here on his ankles, but he has the key. So you have the key to understand what you need to do to move forward in the situation to get through this conflict that you're facing right now. Just need to turn things on the other end, turn them upside down, see what changes happen. And so that's the energy that's coming in right now. You're moving into a time where you're going to be able to see things a little bit differently, and that will help you get out of this chaotic energy from the Five of Wands. So this card down here, another five, which, as I said, is a chaotic kind of disruptive energy. And you've got another sword. So this is the Five of Swords, and it's similar to this Five of Wands, where you've got three women who have been working together to bring forth their ideas, to manifest their ideas. But again, they're not getting along. They're not paying attention to each other. They're not listening to each other is the key. They're not listening. And there may be this energy of being taken advantage of trying to one up somebody. And this is the self card. It's kind of what you're feeling right now, what you're going through right now. Is this energy that you're not working well with others. And these two cards in particular, in the whole tarot deck, are about not playing well with others, and that you need to, and it's not necessarily you, but that energy is coming in. So you have to be conscious of the people around you, how you relate to people, how they relate to you, and try to bring this Ten of Cup energy, this energy of unconditional love and emotional authenticity to your relationships. Now, this next card is a Four of Pentacles. You've got two pentacles in this layout, and this one is about prosperity. The pentacles are about the element earth and abundance and health and wealth, prosperity, the physical world, all of that. And in this picture, he is sitting on top of a chest of gold. And it indicates that there's an energy of being afraid of losing money, of not being generous, but it's out of fear, not because you're being mean to somebody else or anything like that. It's out of your own fear of losing something, of not having enough. And again, this is self-created because there's an open window right there. The cat is trying to get his attention and showing him that there is a way out of this kind of fear and despair of loss and of not having enough. And so this energy is a lot has a lot to do with the people around you. In this position, it's a lot about how others are feeling in this situation. So there may be some kind of financial insecurities going on around here too. Now, another wand coming up here, the Nine of Wands. And it's like even though it's a couple cards further along, it's about the outcome of this Seven of Wands. She's doing battle and standing up for herself. This is what happens afterwards. All these wands are spent. She's spent eight wands and has one left in her hand. She's gone through a battle, a confrontation, like this card is showing. She's gone through a confrontation, but she's still standing. She has gone through a journey and a lesson, a karmic lesson, and she's still standing and still able to take this high road that the seven is indicating. She's able to truly defend herself and defend her beliefs. Now, this is the second pentacle. This is the outcome, and again, pentacles are about prosperity and abundance, the physical realm, and the Seven of Pentacles is about having grown and manifested, working on manifesting something in your life that you're working on, and you're assessing the situation now. So this so far is not a clear outcome. It's more of stepping back and assessing the situation before deciding how to continue on. So, you've got all of this powerful creative energy, and that's what especially the Queen of Wands is saying. You've got all this powerful creative energy. um, you're able to manifest what you want, but you need now, after having stepped into the hangman position of seeing things from a different position, a different view of things, you're going to assess how to move forward from there. Now, I'm going to pick a card from the bottom, and we've got your second major arcana. This is the Fool, which is the first card of the deck. The tarot is said to be the fool's journey, and especially with the major arcana cards, this is the beginning, and how you learn to trust yourself and trust that the universe is working for you, not against you. So you've got this card saying, go for it. The whole situation is about trusting yourself and trusting your place in the universe. And this card is indicating, go for it. Now I'm going to pick a couple more from the top and see if we get a major arcana. We don't, but we get an ace, which is pretty good, an ace of pentacles. So this is all about manifesting what you want. It's about the aces, or like gifts from the universe. It's this powerful energy of abundance and wealth, and health and wealth, and all of what all of that means to you. It doesn't necessarily mean this chest of gold, but it means feeling fulfilled, feeling complete, feeling that you're doing what you are meant to be doing, and you're being given the gift. But these other two cards indicating, like this one here, these cups indicate just be true to yourself, be true to your nature, and what serves you, and what doesn't serve you, you need to let go. And that's what this 10 of wands is saying. You need to let go of something. He's carrying these wands up a hill with a cat, kind of irritating him on the side there. And it's all about looking at what you're dealing with. You're carrying all these burdens, all these projects, all these ideas, all this energy, and something has to give. You have to be able to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. So what I'm seeing right now is that you've you're a very creative, um, able to manifest what you want. You got all these creative energies. It's about standing up for yourself, standing up for what you truly believe is right for you, and not letting the bickering and the disagreements get out of hand. And it's all about trust. This is like the most important card I could see for this whole reading. This Fool, he or she in this card is saying you just need to trust you're doing the right thing, you're on the right path, you're going to be lifted up. She's about to walk off an edge, but it's like the leap of faith you have to take in order to truly manifest what it is you want for your life. So this looks like a great reading to me. It's just paying attention to how you relate to people, how you need to be true to yourself, that kind of thing. And you've got this ace right here and this Fool that say, just go for it. You've got the energy and the power now. Just go for it. So I hope that resonates with some of you. If you do enjoy my reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. I also do personal readings. I have a website. It's called witchmoonmagic.com. There is a link on the YouTube page here. And if you want a personal reading, or just some kind of comment about this reading or anything else, please go to my website and look me up, and You can schedule a reading if you'd like. I have other things available that I do on my website. So I look forward to talking and maybe seeing some of you in the future. Blessed be.